Well, happy Saturday, true believers, and no, there weren't any fairy tale endings today on the state stage for either Quincy High sprinter Jettison Rose, nor for the Quincy Notre Dame Lady Raiders soccer squad, but nevertheless, they were impressive dismounts to even more impressive seasons. Now, Quincy Notre Dame's play today on the soccer pitch, not of course what the Lady Raiders or Mark Longo would have wanted, losing 6-1 to a really good Wheaton Academy squad, the only tally today provided by Leah Quintero. Still, nevertheless, despite the loss and the nature of the weekend, hard to complain about what the Lady Raiders accomplished, finishing 4th in the state and finishing with a 17-3-1 overall record. Meanwhile, Jettison Rose today ends up with all-state honors in the 200-meter, finishing with a very strong 6th-place finish today overall in a loaded field, running at a time of 22.40. The news is a bit rosier today from the sectional mats, as our area was well represented in the Illinois de facto postseason. Remember, this is being run by the Illinois Wrestling Coaches and Officials Association rather than the sanctioning body, the IHSA. Nevertheless, we're going to consider it the state meet. And in sectional qualifying today, we had 3 sectional champions punch their ticket to state. They include Zach Foote of Camp Point Central, Mason Davis of Pittsfield, and Jacksonville's Colin Reef. Congratulations to all 3. We likely would have had a 4th today in Quincy High School's Thomas Culp. However, Thomas Culp is wrestling this weekend with Team Illinois, which is in the USA National, so all of those wrestlers get an automatic bid into state as well. Congratulations to all our qualifiers, by the way, which also include Trevor Bonk of Camp Point Central, Lance Belshaw of Illini West, Curtis Steinkamp of Quincy Notre Dame. There is plenty of brew on the summer basketball docket on this busy Saturday, particularly at Quincy University, including affording us a chance to talk to the newly installed head coach of the Payson Seymour Indians, former Quincy High assistant coach Tyler Dushinsky.
You know, the time that I've spent with Coach Douglas, whether at Liberty or at QHS, Coach Handrick, Coach Lepper, Bonas, Coach Brown, they've all been there to help support me and given me this opportunity to pursue my dream to coach at Payson. Payson's a great community, great history basketball-wise, and it's a great opportunity for me and my family. You know, honestly, going into the process, I wasn't for sure exactly what their squad looked like. The last 3 days have been eye-opening. There's a great group of kids, whether it's really freshmen on up. They play hard, they play together, they play for each other. So I think I'm excited to build off of that.
Payson Seymour's former head coach, Brian Ray, debuting his Palmyra Panthers today at QU Teen Camp against Civic Memorial. Panthers in an early 12-0 hole, but trying to shoot their way out behind the talented young freshman sniper, Drew Copenhaver, who knocks this down, trying to get his team started. Then it's good-looking young wing, Carson Hicks, on the attack, straight up the middle right here to get the deuce to fall. And just before the end of the half, a beautiful attack of the rack by Bear Bach, but he's going to suffer for it by turning an ankle. He would not play any further in this contest, did make the shot. First question he asked, did the shot go down? Yes, it did, Bear. Second half, though, deficit proves too much despite the sniping of Copenhaver as Palmyra falls to Civic Memorial. 41-21 is your final. Also in the morning session, a strong showing for Quincy Notre Dame taking on Taylorville. The Raiders putting their length to great use in this one. Jacob Wallingford getting inside for the early scoop shot, and Kevin Meyer's team just continued to attack. Really good looks from the Raiders here as Alex Canoyer slips a pair of defenders, gets the easy kiss off the window right there. How about your point guard, Jackson Stratton, who would turn an ankle later in this game, showing some strong explosion here, however. First half of this one, all Raiders all the time. Again, Canoyer attacking from the top and finding his way to the easy finger roll at the hole. In the second half, the Raiders building a huge lead and really never looking back in this one. Again, it's Wallingford using that height of his to great advantage as Q&D gets the win, 46-33. The best matchup of the morning paired Liberty against Columbia Hickman. Don't talk about David and Goliath. Liberty on the attack early and going at it as Brighton Klingel, showing off that surgically repaired ankle, scored his team's first 6 points, including 2 here off give-and-go action from Logan Robbins. Then it's Klingel working inside to Devin Klauser, who used his size to his advantage. At this point, Liberty by as many as 6, but the lead would be exchanged. Here, Clayton Obert gives it back to Liberty with the teardrop, then Logan Robbins with his team down, attacking strong to cut the lead to 2. Second half action now. Liberty was down by as many as 5, but here comes Drew Klauser in the second half, cleaning up the offensive glass. He was huge in closeout in this one. A little transition fun as Liberty finds momentum when they need it most. Brighton Klingel with the finish and more from Klauser. Liberty scores out strong to end this thing and pulls off the upset win 57-49. The noon affair between Southeastern and Fort Madison, also a nip and tuck affair, which featured Danny Stevens doing, well, Danny Stevens type things with a 3-point play the hard way right here, but Fort Madison gave no quarter throughout. Miles Deere with a 3-point play of his own in the bucket and the Band-Aid at the other end. Still, the Suns getting timely contributions. Eli Leisman big a couple of different times in this game. Strong take for him. Then Ramsey Fry off the Stevens feed, good as well, as the Suns win 53-46. A reminder as well, we will sit down with the now Division I college target, Danny Stevens, coming up tomorrow right here on the Sunday News for an extended conversation. Also want to leave you with this tonight, Keokuk softball loses a pair on the road today as well. And a reminder to tune in to KHQA right here tomorrow night for the best in local news, weather, and sports.